I find silk to be a tough fabric to keep together. My silk tops often rip at the seams. I have this shirt that has ripped once at the armhole seam and it's ripped again at the armhole seam in a different place. I am going to repair the second armhole seam rip, which is kind of back here. Right there, you can see it. This is the first repair I did, and it held quite well for a while. You can see the black interfacing coming out of the seam finish. I hand sewed this bias tape seam back together. This is a bit of a tricky repair because the fabric is frayed into the main garment, so I did have to sew a little into the garment to re-catch the fabric. Plus the fabric is see-through, so the finishing inside has to be nice because it's partly visible through the fabric. For silk repairs, I don't rely on the fabric to stay repaired on its own. I use fusible interfacing to reinforce the fabric so it doesn't come apart again in that same spot. You can see right back here that it's fraying, and that's what made this sheer fabric tear away from the seam. First, I get a small piece of interfacing like this. You don't need a lot for a really small tear. I open the seam where I'm working. I unstitch the bias tape, so I open up a good sized area to work. Then I cut the fusible interfacing to the size I need to reinforce the fraying area. Then I fuse on the interfacing with an iron. Then I re-sew the seam shut and trim any extra interfacing if I need to. That's basically it. It's fairly simple, but it takes some finesse on a delicate garment like this silk top. Share with your friends and subscribe.